Welcome to HTV. I'm Joshua Berry.
And I'm Katie Cox. A 60-year-old man known as the Granddad Bandit has now been implicated in 2 Arkansas bank robberies. Authorities do not know his name, but they say he has hit nearly 20 banks across 12 states in the past 2 years, including an Arvest Bank in Little Rock last July and a Fort Smith Bank in December.
The FBI says he will typically enter the bank, approach a teller, and hand them a note demanding money. In some cases, he also threatened to have a weapon, so officials consider him armed and dangerous. He may be driving a silver sport utility vehicle, but officers say they have no reason to believe he is in Arkansas.
The FBI is offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of this criminal.
Henderson's Greek Rush has come to the close for the spring semester of 2010. 7 of the 14 Greek organizations participate in Rush, while the other 7 have their own formal interest meetings. The Greek organizations have events planned throughout the semester, with Greek Week wrapping up the year in April.
Henderson now offers community classes for students, community members, and anyone else who would like to attend. HTV reporter Brittany Dory finds out what HSU is offering in these classes.
Every spring semester, Henderson State gives back to the community by offering free classes to the public. These aren't traditional classes, though. They only last one day for about an hour and cover an array of topics. We spoke to the Assistant Professor of History, Megan Hickerson, who taught a class titled Women, Witchcraft, and the Witch Craze in Early Modern Europe.
I thought the lecture I gave went pretty well. I felt comfortable with it and enjoyed doing it, and I got some good feedback. It's one of those topics that people tend to find fascinating, and I thought it was a success. I think there's a core group of half a dozen or so who attend a series of lectures every spring semester. It's organized by Dr. Summer, the Dean of Ellis College of Arts and Sciences.
Dr. Hickerson has already taught our class this semester, but if you're interested in Caddo Indian pottery, Mary Beth Trubitt will lecture on that March the 4th from 4 to 5 p.m. in room 127 in the Reynolds Building. We also talked to Professor of Communication, Dr. Randy Duncan, who also has a class left to teach.
The class I'll be teaching this time is about the popular culture that really entertained most of America in the late 19th century and early 20th century, and helped establish a lot of the popular genres that we know today. So that would be the dime novels of the late 19th century, and then the pulp magazines of the early 20th century. They endure in lots of different ways, and that's kind of the focus of my class is the enduring influence this sort of literature had.
I'm Brittany Dory for HTV.
Coming up on HTV News, 3D movies are sweeping the nation, and changes may come for the city of Arkadelphia. All this and more after the break.
Movies in 3D are becoming such big moneymakers that Hollywood is cramming them into theaters, even though there are not enough screens available to give each film its fullest possible run.
That will mean an unprecedented number of 3D movies for film fans to choose from this spring. And there could be smaller profits for Hollywood studios than they might otherwise get with fewer 3D competitors.
The Walt Disney Company's Alice in Wonderland hits theaters on March 5th, and then on March 26th, DreamWorks Animation SKG will release How to Train Your Dragon. Then on April 2nd, Warner Brothers' remake of Clash of the Titans to 3D appears. Avatar might be still playing in some places also.
Henderson Idol is still underway as we wrap up the month of February. HTV reporter Corey Phillips gives us the inside look at the competition.
Big news for all the students out there who are American Idol fans. Idol is coming to Arkadelphia. Henderson Idol begins February 23rd in the lecture hall at 7 and will continue every Tuesday night until a winner is announced. The theme for the night is Michael Jackson. Political science professor Dr. James is one of the judges for the night.
I'm going to look, probably see if they can moonwalk and sing reasonably similar to Michael Jackson.
Students may wonder how the theme of Michael Jackson was chosen. Host Heath Nestle may have an answer.
We started off with something that would get a large crowd out the first night, which means we probably wanted to start it with something current, either like from 90s on or today, or Michael Jackson, since he's kind of recently been in the news, you know, with his death and all that.
Participating in the competition are anxiously awaiting the big night. To see who wins, be sure to come out and watch. I'm Corey Phillips for HTV.
Possible changes to the city of Arkadelphia caused heated discussion in the last city board meeting. Residents and board members spoke on the issues of bringing a theater to downtown Arkadelphia and the pressing wet-dry debate. Some concerned residents stated that the theater will lose too much money for them to pay for, while supporters say that the theater will be about more than just ticket sales. The wet-dry issue sparked a debate about democracy and our right to vote on the issue. But in the end, Mayor Charles Hollingshead said they will seek what is best for the community.
The groundbreaking ceremony for the first LEED certified dormitory in Arkansas was Monday at Philander Smith College. LEED stands for the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design and was developed by the U.S. Green Building Council. The 60-bed dormitory will be the first of 4 new dorms to be built in the next 5 years at Philander Smith College. The project timeframe was expedited, allowing for only 12 months for planning, pre- and schematic design, construction documents, and construction. This created an atmosphere of cooperation that lends itself to the integrative process embedded in LEED. Collaboration such as this allowed measured and informed decisions involving mechanical systems, green building material selection, and meeting standards of a historic district.
That's all for HTV Today.
Join us next week for more local news and sport.